Never take my sunshine away, sunshine away. Never take my sunshine away, sunshine away. Never take my sunshine away, sunshine away. Never take my. Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to NXT with NaJee. You already know what it is. This is a part of the Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast, aka The Whip Show, and also a part of Bodyslam.net. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode is going to be a little bit different. As you see at the bottom, we have a returning guest to do a little story time, give us a little bit more of his insider experience, show his love and his relationship with, the professional wrestling business, man. You gotta give us some love. So like I said, part of Bodyslam.net, make sure you guys go check them out. I'm also going to plug in the Whip Show one more time too. 2026 is looking great. But to my guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, the WWE journeyman. This man volunteered at the PC. Bro, he's got so many stories he could probably tell you, and he's going to tell you a few today. And he is also a super fan. The knowledge behind this man's head when it comes to wrestling is incredible. He's a great human being. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Returning to the show, Abe Soto. What's good, brother? What's up, man? Welcome back.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for having me. This is amazing. Absolutely.
Thank you for being here, brother. The second time we had to get you back. I promised everybody the last time that we would get you back to tell us more stories. People loved it. Yeah, man.
You told me how many views we were doing, a day or two after it dropped, and I was just so elated. I was so honored and thankful. It's like, holy cow, what an incredible experience. And now
community,
I get to do it again.
I can, man. Yep. Thank you for being here. Thank you. But yeah, shout out to the Twitter community for following so hard, man. If it wasn't for them, shoot, who knows how all this will be going. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, so congratulations. I heard you graduated from Full Sail. Congratulations, sir. How you feeling?
I did. Thank you. This past July, I became the first person in my family to obtain a bachelor's degree. So it was a really big deal for all of my loved ones, and it was just like a stamp of recognition of the constant support that they've all given me for my whole life. And it's just, I'm living the dream, brother. I'm truly living the dream.
Are you still at the PC? Are you still volunteering there?
I am. I'm very blessed. I'm very thankful. They give me the honor and privilege of coming back every week and being a part of putting smiles on people's faces, because ultimately that's the business that we're in.
Yeah, so of course. Cool. Like, did you have anybody show up at your graduation from the PC since you built a family in that place?
That's a great question. So my parents went and my son went. My daughter had to work, so she wasn't able to attend. But she came through to the after party at my dad's house, which was awesome. But I'm not going to say a name because that's his story if he wants to tell it. But somebody from the PC, actually a superstar, came and sat next to my son, sat next to my parents, and cheered for me when I crossed the stage. And it was incredible. You're going to be seeing a lot of them soon.
Soon.
He's a natural at what he does. And he's got the gap, and this dude is
got like a mystery.
This dude, he works and works. That's what his life is. He just works and handles the business.
That's awesome.
I sense such great things coming to him for the future because of who he genuinely is as a human being. You know what I'm saying? So I personally feel like I've made a lifelong friend, like stuff like that doesn't happen all the time. And in a situation like that, oh man, I feel like it's like 1 in a million type of thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel with you guys at NXT. I never thought in a million years I'd have the relationships I have with the Performance Center and people like you and other people that have, volunteered there, and wrestlers and
magic
stuff like
is real, brother.
It's a beautiful thing, like how that works. And like, especially with you and like your love for wrestling, like, do you, I know you had like your family had a lot of ties to wrestling and stuff like that. Do you have any like stories that you could share maybe about your family and maybe the relationship they had with wrestling?
My father told me this story over Thanksgiving. We had the best Thanksgiving ever, and we were twazzled, bro. We were just we're chilling in the living room. After the party, we went to my cousin's house, and after my cousin's house, it's just me and my pops in the living room. And he starts telling me about my grandfather. And I knew about my grandfather, my biological mother's father.
Mm-hmm.
I've known about him and his lifestyle for many years. My grandfather used to be a gangster. So his name was Santiago Torres, but the streets called him
What a
Charlie.
name. What a name.
Santiago Torres.
And they
But
called him Charlie.
The streets called him Charlie. Now, Charlie was the first minority president of any union in the United States of America.
Oh.
So if you know about American unions, you're either Irish or Italian. And this guy was a Puerto Rican man. And he was the president of the local 485 Machine Operators Union out of Brooklyn, New York. And he was solely responsible for giving jobs to tens of thousands of Puerto Ricans and African Americans in the city that we love.
Yeah.
So what my dad told me this past Thanksgiving actually blew my socks off.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather was good friends with Pedro Morales.
Oh, no way.
Pedro Morales was the first Puerto Rican WWE champion.
Yeah.
And he was the first WWE Triple Crown champion.
Yo, that's sick.
So my father's telling me so how my dad and my grandfather met. My dad was his driver. My grandfather.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So my grandfather, like, he got his license once, and legend has it he crashed like 2 cars in 6 months. Oh. So my dad was the wheelman, and he would take him to his appointments wherever he needed to go. That's what my father got paid to do. Mm-hmm. And on a couple of occasions, my father said he met Pedro Morales. My grandfather was his buddy. Mm-hmm. And one thing my dad said to me that stuck out was Pedro Morales always had rings on his hand, and he was massive. He had almost like gorilla mitts for hands. And it was so awe-inspiring listening to my dad talk about his heydays and tell me things like that, because it's almost like full circle moments. Like destiny is a real thing. And for the fact that my grandfather was friends with someone of that caliber, given what I've been given the honor and privilege of doing with the past 3.5 years of my life now, almost a half a decade.
It's beautiful, man. It's full circle. It's so crazy how that works out.
It's glorious. It's a blessing. It sure is.
Yeah, man. It's so crazy how this sport in general changes lives, changes families, changes lifestyles. Like it's inspiring. It's incredible. I love it. I love it here. Man, thank you for sharing that story, man. I appreciate you giving that.
It's an honor. It's a pleasure.
It's really cool.
They were just 2 trailblazers, 2 firsts of their kind, living in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Word. It was awesome.
Now look at you. Now you're placing your own stamp in the industry. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And it's so crazy now. Like you said, you're still at the PC. Mm-hmm. PC's looking a little different than what it used to look like. Say maybe like I would say even like 2 months ago. It's a whole different house now.
Yeah.
First thing I guess I can bring up, I'm gonna bring it up just because I keep talking about it every week. And it's gonna be hard not to, because this person is now our NXT champion. I'm not gonna ask you like anything crazy or anything like that, because obviously it's your job, and that's how that is. And this is my job, and I don't ever want nobody to think that
no, that's not who
I love
you
Joe
are.
Hendry. Yeah, I love Joe Hendry. I like him as a character.
I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I like him as a character, but it's just like for him as a wrestler, I'm still waiting on that big moment, and I will say that until it happens. I thought it was going to be the ladder match, but somebody texted me during the ladder match and was like, he was on the ground for 14 minutes and 18 minutes of that match, and he still won. And I was like, I figured it. I figured that was going to be the thing. How was the Joe Hendry win for you there? And personally, like if you could change the way the pop happened, how would you do that? Because I know it was like a big surprise in a way, but I feel like it could have been just a little bit bigger.
So that week, which was the week before last, we're all in a little group huddle. The volunteers were all just, hanging out. And one of us asked, yo, what's the card? And they tell us the card and the ladder match. And then that's where the conversation began. Well, who do you think's going to win? And out of the 4 or 5 people in that little huddle discussion, I was the only person that said Joe Hendry. Shit you not. I was like, yo, I think Joe Hendry it's now. His time is now. And lo and behold, the match happened. And
that was the call.
He won. And one of my buddies had a match, which I thought was match of the night. I texted him after the show, and I was like, dude, I wanted to congratulate you on having match of the night. And then that fucking ladder match happened. Sorry, dog.
You talking about that? Was it the Eli Knight, Sean Legacy one?
No, they were in the ladder match. Sean Legacy.
You're right. That was the week before.
Yeah. That was a dope match too, though. That was a dope match too. I have an awesome story about what happened last week.
Okay,
Joe
go for it.
He comes out for the first time, right? Comes out for the first time as NXT champion. And, we had all of these Joe Hendry faces to give everybody in the audience. So, when the time comes.
I was wondering who brought those. I got so many text messages of those things.
It's magic, bro. I believe in magic. So, you know what I'm saying? They magically appeared in the crowd when the time was right, and everybody put them up. And while he was making his entrance, and here's one thing about Joe Hendry. Since before I met him, I always thought, I just look at this dude and I'm like, wow, what a good aura. What a positive guy.
Give me some brownie points. Make me more of a believer. It
emits from him, right? Okay. So here's the thing, right? I never liked the gimmick personally. In the beginning, when he first came to NXT, I wasn't watching TNA, so I didn't know his work he was doing there.
Right. That's kind of where I'm at with it too a little bit. I just don't know the history. That's why I
wasn't into the whole wave your hands from side to side. I wasn't into the turn and smile. I wasn't,
Can you give me your best one?
It didn't resonate with me. It became a running joke with my kids, and I would just send my daughter the Joe Hendry theme song, and she was like, "Dad, what the heck?" This guy type of thing.
It is catchy, man. That thing is really easy to get stuck in your head.
It's incredible. It is. I started seeing the things he was doing on the show when he popped out of the refrigerator. I was, oh shit! Yes.
Riders are having a field day with him.
Bro, that was drawing me closer to his character. And the more time I spent watching his abilities, that man knows how to take an ass whooping, brother.
Yeah.
He does. He knows how to get his ass whooped and make his dance partner look good, but at the same time, he knows how to recuperate, and make himself look good.
So if he could somehow be a bad guy, it'd be fun.
Oh, that's diabolical. But I don't think the world is ready.
No, yeah, that's the same thing with Cody Rhodes.
I have all of the faith in him in the world that he would be able to pull it off. Not for, just like you said, just like with Cody Rhodes, not yet. Not yet. He's still got a little bit of
right now.
So here's the thing, bro. You remember me in the PC? I sit in a specific seat every week.
Yeah.
And every week I'm there. Personally, I feel like I have the bird's eye view. I'm very thankful and blessed.
A great spot.
I feel I have the best seat in the house. But I'm so thankful. It's amazing. So every time Joe Hendry came out, I never really cheered. I knew from, backstage walking past him saying hello. I was like, yo, this is a good dude, But I never did the hands side to side, none of that. Right?
Nope.
So I was so happy for him as the person that he is, that he won the top prize in the organization, that everybody had the faces. I made sure I had 3 of them. And
You
I
brought
held
some
him up
home.
like this: 3, 1, 2, 3, and I held him up. And when he wove his hands from side to side, and I did that with the three
He
face.
made you a believer.
That was the first time I truly believed in Joe
Oh,
Hendry.
I need
So
him to put on just a banger one-on-one match. I need it so bad. Like
I know he has
me
him in him.
personally.
I
I
know
know
he
he
has
does
him in him.
because there's so many
But
people love him. There's no reason they don't just love the gimmick. They love him, and that's what I'm trying to like. That's the part I'm
it's
trying to
tough
discover.
too, because
I know
remember
it's
with
tough.
Ricky Saints, like
Yeah, I like Ricky though.
he's another
Ricky's
one.
been,
I love Ricky. I love
but
Ricky. But I love Ricky because I've seen him week in and week
yeah,
out either getting
he did
physically
that, man.
decimated and
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
back and handling the business,
He
or
beat
just
Oba.
handling the business.
He beat Oba. Like that's something he'll be able
Yeah,
to say
that's
forever.
it's
And now, especially
bro.
with what Oba's doing, Doug, it's
Yep,
incredible.
yep. Oh,
So
dude,
good.
that's one hell of a bingo card,
It's
brother.
it's gonna have to be Saints, and I feel like that's the only way you do it at Stand and Deliver. Saints and Hendry. Like that's
Saints and
really
Hendry.
it. And you're gonna have to make that women's match like the main event. And it's gonna have to be huge. Like
Yeah, yeah. It's
oh, that's what I feel anyways. But that's me being
no doubt,
light skinned
no
booker.
doubt. I think he's great. I do. I
Damn,
think
man,
he's
that's
great.
awesome.
And
So that's cool that you got to see that too. And like, so I brought Joe Hendry up. As things are changing in the PC, the biggest change for me that hurts my soul, but I love this human being so much, and I respect her for wanting to make the decision she made. Our GM, our final boss, Miss Ava.
yeah.
She is now left NXT. I know you guys are probably held close. You guys got to meet each other a
No,
lot.
no, no.
You guys didn't get a
We've
chance to or no?
we've said hello in passing.
Yeah, still okay. I'm gonna tell you, I'm never
I
sure. You know, it's a lot
I
of people
never
walking around there. You never know.
word. I never wanted anything more than just to, hey,
Yeah.
listen, your dad is the reason I'm here. If it
Yep.
wasn't for your father, I wouldn't have grown up thinking
hmm
that people with my skin complexion can
Were you there
achieve
for?
ultimate greatness.
You were there like when she first got there, though, right? Like in a way.
No, no.
Oh,
I wasn't there
did
when
you
she
see?
first got
Were
there.
you there for like her first matches or anything like that?
I did see her first match, and that
Okay.
that comes with an incredible story as well. I
Heard. Heard.
actually I went home and I wept tears of joy that night after that
All
night had
right.
concluded. It was very spiritually amazing for me, just almost
Mhm.
overwhelming. So Ava had her first match as a part of the schism. You remember that?
Yeah, oh yeah, they were
Shows
around when I first
shows
started
up.
coming around
He's still
NXT.
doing his thing with the Wyatt Six. So she had her first match, and at this point in my tenure, I'm standing in front of the curtain. Right, I'm not in my bird's eye view seat in the crowd. I stand in front of the curtain, and I ensure the safety of anyone who walks past. This is, in my mind, what I do. Because I'm just standing there.
Mhm.
Since we actually have actual armed security guards and whatnot, but at the time, it was me and one talent. And the
Yeah.
talent would switch every week.
Oh yeah, that was basically it. I remember that
Bro, the talent now
because
that
that's when
is
Osiris used to do
taking
security
over
all the time.
NXT are these guys that used to be paired up with me
Yeah,
at
Osiris, Saquon, all of them.
yeah,
Like
these
all,
guys are
basically,
now
literally all of Dark
champions.
State
Yep,
used to run security.
yep, yep. And they're not the only ones. Like
Yeah.
so many, bro. It's amazing. So and all these people are such great people, and they're so easy to talk to and give such great words of wisdom and inspiration. It's sick. But
Yeah.
on this specific night, check it. I don't let's call him Buford, right? We're gonna use the name Buford.
All right.
So I see Ava. I'm standing over to the left of me is the curtain. I'm maybe 3 feet away from it. And I see a head poke out a curtain. Doot, 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 whoop. I knew whose head it was. I was like, oh shit, you know. Minute or two goes by, Buford comes walking up with Ava's mom,
Hmm.
Annie Garcia. And I'm like, holy shit, this is happening right now in front of my face. Buford looks worried and he's like, hey, where's the guy? He's talking about
is Buford who I'm thinking it is? Who's head of
yes,
security?
yes.
Okay.
Buford is who you're thinking it is.
Okay.
So Buford is, where's the guy? The guy he's talking about, the talent, he was in the bathroom at this time. So I looked Buford dead in his face and I said, Buford, I am the guy.
Oh.
Says something along the lines of, I know who these people are. They're in good hands like Allstate. And Buford, he stopped. He looked at me, dude, like expecting my facial expression to change after these words had left my mouth. And I just stayed stone cold Steve Austin on that ass. And
Please tell me you made him laugh.
he not this time. I made him laugh many times, but this time it was all business, baby. This ain't something to laugh about.
That's right. That's
So,
right. So this is the final family.
He nodded and he turned and he walked away. Yeah. And a mother and her daughter enjoyed a lifelong memory. And these people are the family of one of my childhood heroes. And I was blessed with the honor of, in my mind, ensuring their safety while they cherished said moment with one another. You can't,
the final family, the protector of the final family. Somebody get him a noodle follow,
dude.
Get him a noodle follow.
This shit, bro. It's very, very cool.
And see, like it's beautiful. It's beautiful how you get to watch all the new people come up, and then you get to. It's like you're like a tutor almost. In a way. Not like a tutor, but like. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just really cool. It's really cool that you get to just watch them grow. Like perfect example with Dark State and how they were security and now they're doing this. And now you got a lot of the LFG guys who are on Evolve and are different places like that. So like I really got to ask before we got like maybe a little less than 10 minutes left.
Gotcha.
And then I got one question for you right at the end.
Okay.
Who are the people that you think who, from what you've seen and what you've watched, who has like the most drive? Who are the people that are really gonna be people you need to watch out for? Because I know you got a list. You have to. Oh, that's my dog, bro. I'm getting him on the show soon. I promise y'all. Promise you.
So
I can't wait to ask.
There was an episode of LFG, and I also could sing the praises of Shiloh Hill, but who can't? You know what I mean? He's just his own freak of nature of an entity. And I'm digging the Jason Voorhees mask and the machete. That shit is old. But Harlem Lewis, I was standing. I could have reached out and tried to separate these cats. What was it? Season 2 of LFG. They
with him and Shiloh got a fight,
tossing potatoes.
And you were right there for that.
I was, bro. I didn't know what to do. That's how close I was. Half of me was like,
because I interviewed Shiloh and asked him.
The other half of me is like, yo, gotta stop it. What are you doing? Get out of there. Cut that out. You know what I mean? It's like, holy shit. And I'm seeing the force and velocity of which said punches are being thrown. And I'm like, I used to be a fighter. It's what I used to do. So
that's how you guys were sitting in the front row of that.
Bro.
Yeah, because we were about 3 or 4 rows behind you.
I was seeing and I would see like the wiggle of the jaw after a punch. And I was like, yo, this is not good.
I texted him right afterwards. Yeah, I texted him afterwards after the taping, and he was like,
I did as well. And so Harlem Lewis is this gigantic ball of energy. And it's just, dude, he could whoop people's ass in real life, so it makes him believable. And from what I've seen, he's incredibly coachable. He's incredibly teachable. You can tell him things and he will absorb the information and ensure that it stays close to the vest.
It's a great quality.
It's the quality. You know what I mean? But and he's just a force of nature. He's like a fucking hurricane. You know what I mean? So I have this thing whenever I hear his theme music hit, whoever's in the ring, I start laughing.
Good luck. He's really good at what he does, man.
You know what I mean? It's, he's definitely, in my opinion, the number one guy to watch out for.
Number one,
Elijah Holyfield.
All right, there you go.
He's another ball of energy, dude. This
Mm-hmm.
guy is explosive in a way that 2004 Brock Lesnar was explosive. It's
That's
it's
promising
in
because
his.
you see what they're doing. Like I said with Oba, that's a good future for him if he gets the craft good.
Oh yeah, I've watching him on LFG, he
Mm-hmm.
seems to be taking like a fish to water.
That's perfect though. That's good.
It's
Learn it.
great.
Get good.
It's
Get real
great.
good at it and be patient. I love that.
It's great. He
I
hurt his
love it.
shoulder a while back. He's back. He's won 100% as far as I
Mm-hmm.
know, and I want
Mm-hmm.
it to stay that way. I want
Yeah.
it to, because I see him as a future champion. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah, man.
As
That's so
with
sick.
Harlem,
Again.
Tate Wilder.
Tate
This
Wilder, the
Tate
cowboy.
Wilder. Oh my gosh, this guy is.
We were there for his debut
He's
match
he's
at
a he's a
Evolve.
face's face.
Yeah, we were
Tate
there for his
Wilder is a
he
face's
sat next to his
face.
wife. His wife's
Yeah,
funny. His wife
no
was a
doubt.
funny lady. I feel
No
like that
doubt.
lady
I'm
drinks
sure.
beers.
I'm sure he's a funny dude. He's got so
Yeah.
much charisma. He doesn't know
They
where
seem
to
like
put it
seem
off.
like a beer drinking couple. Tate Wilder and his wife. Great people.
Yeah, you
I
think
would
they
love to
do
have
dance? How you say, date night
line
at
dancing.
the square
Yeah.
dance?
Hell yeah, probably. Probably
Bro,
having a great ass time. They just seem like fantastic people. She had us dying during his
that's
first match in
awesome.
Evolve. We were cracking up, man. Sorry.
That's
I end up
awesome.
telling the story. There you go.
Word.
Oh,
That's
man. Tate
dope.
Wilder.
That's dope. That's what it's about, baby. We're storytellers.
Yeah, so you got Tate Wilder. Give me a guess.
He's so good with what he does. He's very fluid, and the connection he has with the audience is authentic. He tips his hat to the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
He'll shake a man's hand with a firm grip. It's like these guys that I'm talking about currently, they have things that you can't teach.
Yep.
It's just embedded in them. And the last one I wanted to mention, Gnarly Harley Riggins.
That Double H? Is that my guy Double H?
That guy is oh my Lord.
Double H, man. That's a problem.
When I tell you about this
that man's
man,
a problem.
it's very rarely that I use the word unorthodox because I find myself unorthodox.
Double H.
But this dude, he knows how to piss people off. He knows how to piss people off. And when and he just doesn't do it with his entrance. He does it in the ring. You hear him talking his shit in the ring, bro, and it's like you just boo, you suck, just that's amazing work.
Yeah, because he's a great guy.
He's
fantastic.
He does amazing work. I wouldn't go out there and say he's a great guy because of the my side of the fence. Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Me some gnarly Harley Riggins, that dastardly bastard.
My experiences with him outside, with him outside the PC, he's been all right to me. I have nothing else to say.
But that guy sucks. He's trash.
Yeah, great heel, super heel. Love it.
He's super the best. Heel. Such a good heel. He's such a good
super heel. I love it. Like he's
one of those guys that he has something that can't be taught.
Yeah, because right before I left the PC, like he would come out and they would just run promos just for a little bit and then just go back. They wouldn't even do anything else. They just come out, run a promo, talk their shit about Evolve, and then just disappear. And it was so good.
All over the crowd.
Like, it was amazing. It was perfect. But yeah, so before I ask you your question, do you have any shout outs or anything you want to give to anybody before we start to wrap things up here for this last episode? Thank you again.
Thank you for asking me, bro. There was a lot of names I left out from last time. First thing I have to say, big shout out to Cam. Big shout out to Cam, dude. This guy.
Tell him I miss him and then write me back. I'm sad.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no doubt. Dude, he's always been in my corner. He's always believed in me. As far as I know, he's always held my name in high stature with the guys in the office. He's a good kid, man. And from the outside looking in, he's damn good at what he does.
Yes, so he's fantastic at it.
I got to give Cam his flowers because I don't think I would be there without him. Yeah. I don't think the student initiative would be a thing without him.
Anything that's happened to me that's involved that building would have never have
There's
happened
so
without him.
many stories I've heard from fans.
Yeah.
Cam helped me with this, or Cam did that, and it's like
He
the
is
guy
he's the NXT People's Champion, and you can't get around it. If we could put it on a
Absolutely.
T-shirt, y'all seem to put everything else I say on a T-shirt. Put it on a T-shirt.
He's got so much on his plate always, but he handles it well, and he shows up, and
That's a
he
man.
he
is the man.
So God bless Cam.
Shout out to Cam.
So many other people. Will, shout out to Will, Bennett, Jaden, Yuri. I can't get into everybody's names. It's so many people. I love all you guys. Kat, Maria, everybody that's is helped me just be me, and I love these guys. These are really great people, and they love what they do. And it's an honor. It's truly an honor to serve alongside of them because, like I said when we first started today's show, we're in the business of putting smiles on people's faces. Yeah, and right. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived up to this point, nobody would have saw that in my bingo card.
Hey, guess what? Guess what that gives us? More things to talk about the third time we have you on, brother. That's right.
Oh,
Next
man.
time we'll dive a little deeper.
Oh, man. I want to do. I am thinking about a biography of my life.
Yeah, man, do that. That's amazing. I definitely think you should.
I think there's enough content.
People keep on my ass about it too, and I think it's probably about time I do the same.
No
so
doubt.
I always push that, man. Get it written down, because who's gonna tell your story better than you?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
amen to that.
Yeah, bro. So look, I got one question for you. So far, I've asked every question. I've asked every guest on my show this question. I want to make sure that I get a chance for you to share your opinion to the world. So in the professional wrestling business, there's a lot of reasons why people fall in love with it, why people stay in love with it. That's the most important part, right? So what is it that keeps you in love with professional wrestling? Is it the storylines? Is it the people? Is it, for you, for example, the relationships that it's helped you create? Maybe it's helped you grow, you know what I mean? But that's the question I've been, asking my guests this season, just to see what the difference, is
what
for
a
everybody.
Great question, brother, and thank you for asking. There's layers to it. The reason why I'm in love with professional wrestling today is not necessarily the reason I fell in love with it as a child. When I was a child, watching AWA at midnight on a Saturday, because my grandmother loved wrestling and there was tapes playing on certain channels, like I saw something. I just saw something, and then I started falling in love with these larger than life characters after Hulkamania exploded and it became a big mainstream worldwide thing. And I started finding out what technical wrestling is with Bret Hart and Stunning Steve Austin and things like this. And then I would see people like Stunning Steve Austin have to switch his style for personal reasons, and now he's a brawler, and it's like, holy cow, he's whooping more ass than he's wrestling, type of thing. And I'm seeing all of these characters, The Rock, Triple H, Kurt Angle, Y2J, and it's entertaining. It's entertaining. I have never been so entertained with certain storylines. One more time, you got to give that to the old man. Yeah. He's the orchestrator of the show. And there have been so many times where I just got that feeling of chills running up and down my spine. And it goodness gracious. And
man, it's crazy what it does to you, dog.
Now
you laugh, you cry, you get scared.
Yo, dude, it's the greatest form of entertainment in my personal opinion. So as
Super Bowl every week.
Yo, dude, word up. As I've grown older, especially in the last 3.5 years of my life, the reason I fell in love with it, or am still in love with it, it's shifted. I've now gotten certain insider access on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives me a sense of pride and a sense of accomplishment that for X amount of time, these people have allowed me to go and hang out in their sandbox every Taco Tuesday.
Hey.
And they view me in a sort as one of their own. That's how they treat me when I'm there. And it's God, dude, I don't want to start getting emotional and shit, but
Yeah, I know, brother. Trust me. I feel you on that.
It's really special to me. It
Oh, yeah.
is. And they do the "you deserve it." Like, bro, I earned this shit. You know what I'm saying? I did
Everything was
great
leading up to right
things
here.
to get to where I am now. I put in a lot of hard work and dedication, and I treated people fairly along the way. Mr. Pierce
That's right.
taught me
And
that.
that's
You
how it's
treat
supposed to be.
people fairly along the way, and you work hard. You handle the business. So I'm just I'm thankful, bro. It's I'm very
Yeah,
thankful.
man. Well, hey, dude, thank you for sharing all of that with us. Thank you for, being vulnerable enough to put this part of yourself out there for people to see,
Thank you,
bro. We
bro.
appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thank you
you,
for
bro. I
being here,
appreciate
brother.
every single person watching. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for
Yeah.
taking your time to spend with me and my brother NaJee. It's dope.
I miss y'all, bro. I'll be back soon. I'm gonna come visit
Miss you
soon. I don't
too,
give a
brother.
damn. I'm coming back soon.
Miss you
Y'all heard
too,
me?
baby. The journey has just begun.
Yeah.
Word.
All right, y'all. All right. Well, yo, thank you one more time, bro. If you want to share your social media and whatnot, I just realized that none of our banners are up here the whole entire time. Look at that. That's
Yeah.
terrible. Look at that. Bloop, bloop, and
Hey,
we're back. Wow, yo, I ain't shit apparently.
no
But yo,
doubt.
thank you so much for being here. If you want to
Thank
share
you,
your
brother.
social media and stuff that's down here right now,
Abraham Soto,
yeah,
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I am the Phoenix. I have risen from the ashes.
that's right, sir. All right, man. Thank you one more time for being here, brother. Everybody,
Thank you.
peace out, Abe. We'll see you next time. It's Abe. All right, y'all. You guys know what time it is. It's been a great time being here. That episode was a lot of fun. I always love having that man on the show. He got some great stories to tell, and I'm sure the next time he comes back, which he will, hopefully, he'll have some more stories to tell with you. We will be back on Thursday at our regular normal day to do the recap for tomorrow's episode of NXT. One more time, big shout out to my guest, Abe Soto. Man, what a guy. What a guy. Thank you for coming through today. And then last but not least, this is a part of Bodyslam.net and also a part of the Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast, aka The Whip Show. Y'all know who it is. I'll see y'all in a couple days.
Never take my stress. I feel I just can be revealed. My darling's key, be real. Your life you can't reveal. You know my pride. You hide. No reason left to cry. No reason left to die. You finally feel alive.